and welcome to a mad chilly video. Today we are doing some Omsi 2 for the first time in ages really. I haven't done a video in over a month, so I'm back. Got some time to do a video now, so I'm on the, well, it's not brand new, but it just came on sale recently and I'm a massive fan of it. It is called Luzern in Switzerland, and it is a lovely, lovely map. The scenery I honestly think is one of the best out of Omsi, and the reason I'm playing a lot of it recently is it actually runs really well. Like, my PC does kind of run Omsi not that great, because it's quite one of those games where it loads tiles in big blocks and it can easily crash. That is the fault of the game. It's nothing to do with, like, you can have a good PC and it won't run. It's based on the optimization of the map. And this one happens to have been done really well, and I've been waiting for it to go on sale for ages, because it's only one route, so I wasn't going to pay the full 20 quid. I've got it for 13. Bargain. Perfect. And it's the scenery, oh, it's so good. It's not worth 20, believe me, wait for the sale. It's not worth the full price, but it's really good. And I love the bus that you get with it. It's a Citaro 0530 bendy bus. Really nice little bus. And it comes with this little timetable system. Now, one thing to be aware of, I will chat about this more. This is saying leave at 22. This is saying leave at 21. Follow the screen here. Do not follow this text, because this is your proper schedule, yes, but this uses the proper timetable. You don't get like a schedule, you just get this with your stops and everything. Follow this, because this will be your proper accurate schedule. That's how it works, okay? So I generally, to stick to between both timetables, leave between a minute and a minute 30 early on this one. It's generally about advised. If it's more than 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30, do not. And I will explain more into this video about certain stop errors that screen has. Got to get underway now. So yeah, this route basically starts up in sort of Swiss mountains in a place called Megan. I can't pronounce the second one. It does have an announcement, and it ends up in the very centre railway station of a little city called Luzern. It is a real place. I've searched it up. In Switzerland, they speak German here, and the passengers do speak German, so that's quite nice. And the bus audio, I think it's very good. I have put up the microphone audio, because I have noticed in videos my microphone audio is not great in terms of volume, so I put it up, see if it's a bit better. I trialled it and it does sound better. Route time's about 20 minutes, so I'll probably do a return trip, so you get the full experience of the map. Also, there is a fuel station on this map, so like when your bus starts to run out of fuel, there's a stop called Rosenhalder. Just by there is a fuel station, so if you're wondering, you know, your bus is running out of fuel, very helpful, because a lot of maps do not have them. I think this map literally has a quality, because most of the Omsi add-ons, obviously, apart from the proper standard map, they're not made by the developers, they're made by third-party people who put them on Steam with the developer's permission. So, like to buy as DLCs. Christ. So they are generally the better quality ones, but they don't all have all the fuel stations and everything like that. They don't have the very best quality. This one, though, I think is definitely the best I've ever had. I've got to say, it's even better than the default map in terms of scenery, optimization, and just the fact that it has everything. I mean, the AI buses are a bit weird. There's a weird bug where some of them do not have destinations on the front of them, but they do pick up people, so it's obviously some bug with the HOF file. The HOF file is just a thing that loads in. It's a thing that loads in with destinations, so it's a bit of a fault there. Yeah, the passengers do complain a bit down this hill. I mean, because you have to constantly slow down, because it's so much downhill. It can get a bit weird, but yeah. Also, I mean, like, the laggier part is in the centre, but it's still not too bad. Hopefully, I mean, any like little freezes you see in this video will be the next tile in the game loading. It won't actually be my recording software. Again, the tile loading system in Omsi is just a bit off, really. I mean, they're not going to change it, but it is a bit, can be a bit weird. Also, if anyone's wondering, I am using a steering wheel. Also, really nice feature on this bus. I didn't know about this until about the second or third try at this map. I thought, so open the doors, see that there was a little freeze. So open the doors, you click this button here and it opens all of them, and I'd have to just automatically close them. I looked at the manual though, if you press this button down here, it stays down, and then whenever you deploy the station brake, which I've assigned to a button on my steering wheel, but in the actual cab, it's that button there. When you press that, it will automatically open and close the doors. Like if you've ever played the Vienna map add-on on Omsi 2, very similar to that system. But yeah, honestly, I do really like this map. I just think the scenery looks lush. You can't beat it. And also, there's a slight bug you've got to be aware of as well. Is if the passengers are approaching from this end of the door and not that end, they won't trigger the door. You'll have to open it manually. Little annoyance that, but they generally the passengers only get on the 1 and 2 doors. So, and the 1 and 2 doors you have control. So the 3rd and 4th are automatic. You can't do it. You can't control unless you press the buttons. Like if you do that, then you can. And if you assign the button, I don't think you can assign. I'm not sure if you can assign a button. But and then in terms of timing points, again, another lovely little thing is you don't get a proper schedule with this map. You just get a sheet of paper telling you the timing points. One bug I haven't, I'm not sure whether it's a bug or just me not noticing, but annoyingly it seems that there is absolutely no way to view the return journey. Like, this is only from Luzern to Megan Shardigan, I don't know. I'm not German, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Or Swiss, or whatever. But, yeah, so... it covers the timing points, because I can see them, they're the same on the way back as they are on the way there. The main time point you've got to look for is coming up soon. It's a place called Luzern or something. Do excuse my pronunciation, I'm rubbish at German names, so... oh wow. Not much of a problem. German, feel free to correct me in the comments, because I'm probably not right. I just go off what the announcements say, really.
Hello.
But, yeah. This bus is really nice to drive, so... like, it has a good feel to it and nice speed. One thing I have noticed as well is that the AI can be extremely slow starting, like, from a traffic light. I don't know why, but you have to just overtake them because they do like 5 and they tend to slow down a bit too excessively and the passengers get a bit cross. I don't know why. It seems a bit of a... there seems to be a very... strange to Omsi, there seems to be a very, very cautious AI. In fact, I think I've been playing this map good few times recently. Like I only got it yesterday. I'm filming this on Sunday, so I got it on Saturday. So yeah, I don't know. This will probably go live today, maybe. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Depends on how long it renders, all that sort of stuff. Because it's probably going to be quite a long video, so it's going to be quite big. Because the bit rate I've set is a bit higher. I don't want it to be laggy, I will check it. So this is the fuel station coming up now by Rosenhalde. There it is there. So there's one on this side, then one on the other side too. So if you want to fuel up, this is for the place. I don't know where the depot is, because not most Omsi maps, you have a choice of spawn points. The start of the route, the end of the route, or the depot. But for some reason in this map you cannot spawn at the depot. I don't know whether there isn't a depot or you just, like, I don't know how it works. I'll have to finish, like, at the end of the day is the only really opportunity you get to do a route to the depot in most Omsi maps. So I don't know how that's working. Most of the stops as well, they are ones where you go off the road into them. This one coming up now, Luzern, it's one of those ones where it will say you're very early, do go slightly early because between Lurhenbuhl and Hermitage there is a good bit of gap. It'll say 1 minute, it's really about 2, so you want to go about 1 minute and 30 seconds early. Another tip as well is always stop at this stop within this yellow box here, because if you don't, the AI think you're on the junction and they won't go past you and it'll block up the road. So try and stop within there. I've got about 1 minute here now, so chance to enjoy the scenery. So you can see that 24th Luzern Bahnhof. Nice little bus actually, I think it looks really good. You can see these guys, they're being very cautious. Like, there's no way I'm in their way, but they think I might be, because I'm just within that yellow box, it's okay. It's a bit weird, but I just roll with it really. Just go with it, really. So you can see that there's all the stops. This is the full route map here. This one here, Luzern Bahnhof to Stadigen. Some of them do go into Gottlieben on a Sunday. I don't know where that is because I haven't. Obviously, it's a Saturday. Because I'm playing it, so I load the latest state of map. So even though I'm recording this on a Sunday, I continued from where I was yesterday in the actual time, which is why I'm thinking about making this like a series, like Luzern bus driver let's play or something. I mean, because I know it's only one route, but I can go back and forth on this route all day. Like, this has got to be my favourite Omsi map add-on ever. I don't know, you know, I think it looks good, it performs really well. You can't beat it. I mean, yes, wait for it till it's on sale, and if you're that desperate for it, just get it. But it should be on sale in a Steam Christmas sale. It's on sale till the 27th of November, I think. Something like that. It's the Steam awards sale. So they have, like, around Black Friday they have Steam awards and then Black Friday sales as well. So everything goes on sale for certain games. I think Omsi is having a 30% off sale, and if you're interested, Euro Truck Simulator 2 is also having about 50 to 70% off as well. I've got all my Euro Truck Sim maps though. There is one coming out soon, but it's just after the sale, cheeky of them, called Beyond the Baltic Sea. It's like, I think it's a bit of Russia and stuff, but I will definitely get that, depending on how good it is. Also, update, I have started playing a proper flight sim. I started playing Microsoft Flight Simulator in full detail. So it's not like, so basically, the only slight aid I use is checklists, which is where the captain, which is supposedly me, it's not, it's just a guy, like, that's been recorded, will say it, what I need to do, I will do it, move on to the next thing. So it's like you would do it in real life. In real life they do have checklists, so it's not like it's just making it easier, it is literally what they use in real life. So I think Microsoft Flight Sim is a great thing, but unfortunately I have to use it on my other PC. This one cannot perform great on it, and my other PC is the one that doesn't record very well because of its graphics card settings, so I probably will not do any videos on Microsoft Flight Simulator, but just to let you know, I do play it. See, there was a bug, like, he was in the middle of the door and he didn't pick it up. I needed to open it. Things like that happen quite a bit. Also, I'm running on this map on like bottom DL settings as well. If you go on full DL settings, I have tried. It's a bit laggy, but there's a ton of bushes all over, and it does look really good. I mean, personally, I think this looks good as it is. I mean, you can't really say no to it. I think it looks awesome. But yeah, if you want that extra level of detail, there is an extra level of detail there.
Guten Tag.
You getting on? No. But yeah, this map is so good. I mean, seriously, if you're into Omsi, this one is a must-buy. And I've looked as well at the minimum stats. The minimum on most Omsi maps, even the base game, is about 3 to 3.2 gigahertz. and one of the maps even requires a quad core. This one is only 2.5 gigahertz it requires. That's why it runs. It's very good on a processor. If like the PC you have, like mine, is a bit more graphics focused and less processor focused, definitely go for it. And speaking of graphics focused games, I think I might do some possible train sim world on this channel at some point, because I've got a very nice UK map from London Paddington to Reading, which is a lovely little line. Takes about 35-40 minutes maybe by 30 minutes maybe, I don't know, by high-speed train. And you can do all sorts of things in the game. You can drive, you can actually be a passenger, which I think is really cool. I mean, who knows, maybe we can just do like a video where I sit on a train and sort of talk about YouTube and whatever. I mean, maybe somebody would like that. I don't know, I could use my editing software to edit in a little box, you know, and stuff. I don't know. Q&A. Who knows? But yeah, there's a ton of good stuff on this map though. One thing is there do tend to be a couple of random traffic lights that are just like level crossings. Personally, I go through them if there's nobody crossing and there's no cars there, because that's what you'd normally do. I don't know, it's a bit weird, I don't know why, because the thing in Omsi, obviously in real life, when you press the button, that's what forces it to change. But in Omsi, obviously it's just on a cycle, so sometimes it'll go on red for no reason at all.
Guten Tag.
Because it can't simulate. Omsi can't simulate that sort of stuff. So yeah. The main point of that as well, and the timings will come up soon, is between this next stop now, not this one coming up. This one coming up is called Brill. Between Brill and the next stop, which is at Vicky's house, it leaves 3 minutes. Now, the distance does not take 3 minutes, so you would think that you'd be like, it's like a timing point. You have to wait there for a bit. Don't, because the stop after, which is Casino Palace, it does the same thing on my back with this stop here and this stop here. Is that it leaves 3 minutes, then 1 minute. What it should do is 1 minute, then 3 minutes, because the gap between the Vicky's house and the Casino Palace is quite big. So do not, like, don't wait at this next stop or the other one going out, which I will show you when we're doing the out journey. Because it does go a bit chaotic sometimes. It can make you late. I don't know, it's a weird bug with this system. It doesn't happen on the time. Like, if you're welcome, if you don't want to avoid, like, if you don't want to have the hassle of this, you can use the other timetable, because obviously this map is a bit odd in the way that it has sort of 2 separate timetables. It's the one there, the red one, and then the one that the bus thinks you follow. Personally, I use the one that the bus thinks you follow. Because I think it's a lot more realistic. Because I mean, that's how they do it. They, like, you know, like real bus drivers look at that screen for their timetable. You know, their day's timetable. They don't get it off like a red text in the top left of their vision, do they? This is a game. It's like, it's only in the game. So if you want to, I mean, I personally think keep it realistic, do that. But yeah. Also, this map does have bad reviews. I don't understand why. Some people are saying the bus is a bit broken. One person said that. I honestly just think they were messing around. But a couple of people do say it's overpriced. I am serious. It was 25 quid when it came out. Dropped to 20. Because people complain. 20 is still steep. Like, wait until it's under 15. So a sale. I got it for 13. In the sale, that's when you should buy it. I mean, there's a Christmas sale, there's half-term sales, autumn sales, Easter sales. You know, there's all sorts on Steam. So it's easy. And also, I mean, this is seriously, I think, the best add-on. I've mentioned it multiple times, but it just is. So this is what I was talking about now, because it's saying at the last stop I was 4.5 minutes early, and it only gave me an extra minute to do this long distance. And I'll show you, this is quite a long distance, because it's a bit confusing. There's another thing, it's going out and going in. There is 2 stops, and also I don't see what the point of these traffic lights is here. Look, like, who notices that? Who? There's no junction here. So this is a bus stop, and there's a bus stop on the other side as well. Don't stop there. And then further on, there's another bus stop about just down there. Don't stop at those either. There's 2. So basically, there's 2 sets of bus stops. There's 2 bus stops on either side between Bakir's house and Casino Palace, there's the other one that you don't stop at. I don't know why they're there, because the AI buses, some of them do stop there, but not the 24, which is this main route. You don't stop there, so yeah, that just as a little advice. I'm being held up there. This is what I mean, the speed limit here is 50 kilometers per hour, but all the AI, and also another bug, they're waiting, they wait for this junction. I have to go at that line there, but that's not, this is where the actual line is. I don't know what's happened, I don't know why there's two. Maybe a piece of road got duplicated somehow, because you can see on the other side they wait there, which is where you should wait. You wait by the white line just before the crossing, but it's not how the AI works on the other bit. I don't know why. So I mean, you can deal with it and don't pass them, but I just pass them because I can't bother with AI stupidness. Speaking of AI stupidness, those two just got stuck together, and then started moving again. Again, the AI might not let you out. There you go. So what's one of my wish? Have you ever played Bus Sim 18? I love the cars. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic, you know, not every car pulls out for you, but like stops for you, but most of them do. So it's nice to see that simulated. I wish it was a bit more random, but you know, I'd rather the Bus Sim 18 way than the Omsi way. And because I do travel on buses, you know, pretty much every day, and there's a reasonable bit of cars that let you out. Why are they even complaining now? I don't get I don't understand with Omsi why the AI complains so much, like the AI people. Like, what's there to complain about? Like, I'm not that bad a driver, you know, I'm just stopping and starting in the traffic. I mean, it's AI. You can't expect them to be good drivers, can you? When they are good drivers as things goes for Omsi, really. Still. The track can get. I'm on 100% traffic, which is basically realistic traffic. It's the level of traffic the developer intended for the map, and it can get a bit heavy, but it's generally quite good. Well, I'd say it's just right for, you know, it's a little Swiss city / town. It's quite nice. So we're almost at the end of the route. We'll do the return journey as well. So that'll be nice. Middle door does seem to take an age to shut sometimes, above all the other doors. So we'll have about 4 or 5 minutes up here now to wait at the station. I'll show you the station while we're waiting. It's quite a nice little thing. It can get a bit laggy because there's quite a few buildings, but I'll be honest, given the amount of buildings are around here, the amount of FPS I'm getting is pretty good. Like considering other Omsi maps, it is really good. Also, another note with this bus, which I quite like, is it will stand still, even if it's not even if there's no parking brake applied. So it's quite nice that way. Because, you know, I really do think that this is a good map. It is. So you can see there, because she was coming from that direction, it didn't trigger the door. I don't know, it's a weird bug with that. It happens to all of the doors when it comes to people getting on. I don't know why. I'm not the one that made the script for the doors or anything. I had no part in making this map or any other Omsi 2 map. I don't even know how to make one. I mean, I know how to get into Omsi Editor, and then as soon as I get into Omsi Editor, I tried making my own route once, and it just, like, yeah, was rubbish. So I'm not the sort for making maps or anything like that. Not particularly good at it. Who knows? Maybe I'll learn a bit more. But yeah, again, another beautiful set of traffic lights. Look, why is there a set of traffic lights here? There is no traffic at all. That's what I think about, like, this map. There does seem to be a couple of useless traffic lights, traffic lights that would not be there in real life. Like, there was no junction there, because none of the AI go that way at all. Like, it's not an AI route. It's not where they go, because it's into the bus station. It's into the closed bit of the bus station. It's not used. So now I pulled up at here, so it's time to switch over. So you can see there's the summary of my stop. Generally, stop at every. So you can see, even though it said I was on time on my thing, I was actually slightly late. It is a bit of a weird timetable. So I will quickly change it over. One confusing thing to know: normally, the out journey is route 1 and the in journey is route 2. On this map it's backwards. I don't know why it's backwards, but it did catch me out a few times. I've got it now. Seems to be waiting here for about 5, or this is 5.5 minutes. Go, as I always say, go about a minute and a half early. So I will quickly shut down the bus, but you can see, look, it's now changed destination. Everyone's sort of starting to fill up. And this is the centre area. You can see there's a couple of nice little post buses around the area. There's a nice little marina, and then there's like the mountains and stuff in like a bit far away. I think this actually I might have discovered why it runs so well. Is the back buildings are not textured at all. But actually that's a good thing. Like the fact that they're not textured means it runs better, and I've never seen that before. Like I wouldn't see that, and I think more maps should do that. Maybe that's why Omsi never runs well, is because they're too focused on making the map so detailed. It's like, it's a bus simulator, not a look at the scenery simulator. It's, you know, that's how I feel about it anyway. I don't know, some people like their games to look, you know, properly good, like really fussy. But I'm not that sort of person. I'm good with buses, you know, I like buses. So, yeah. So you see, and also the Saturday timetable and Monday to Friday timetable is basically the same, and Sunday timetable's a bit less frequent. That's what I've noticed anyway. So, bits of relief still. It was open as well. I haven't tried the ticketing out, but I know the map does have ticketing, and I have seen. I don't like the ticketing system on Omsi. But yeah, these are the tickets you can have. I haven't actually noticed, weirdly, I don't think I've noticed any children on this map. So I don't know why you can have children tickets, because I seriously have not spotted a single child on this map. I don't know why the developers chosen to miss them out. I'm positive they're not in the game, not in the particular map. I'm pretty sure is that. You can't really press any of these buttons, so it's kind of literally just a print button. But it's what you expect from Omsi. It's not like Ticketing Sim 2018 or anything. It's far from it. I like the timetable you get. So you can see now we are the 2:46 from Luzern Bahnhof. So you can see 2:46. You can see us here. So we're that service. I mean, it only works on the way out. I've done it on the way back in. This doesn't switch around or anything. It always looks like this. But it looks so good. So yeah, 2 minutes-ish. So when it gets to about 1:30, that's when you want to start leaving. So I'll probably power up the bus now. now for the return journey. As another note, is this works like the Satara in real life or the UK Satara if you've ever used it in this game. Like normally it's E for electrics, M for engine. In this, M is off, E is on. So it goes press E once, electrics, second time ignition, third time start engine. M, first time off engine, second time off ignition, third time off electrics. It works like that. So another thing as well is sometimes obviously people will not open the doors. So before you get going on like at the start of a route, always open all the doors. And then they will shut automatically and you know that everybody is on board that needs to be on board. So you can see, yeah, now everyone's on board. We know for a fact because I've just checked. So now we can get back underway towards Megan, whatever it's called. I can't remember the second part of it. Megan's the village, but I can't remember what the second part is. I don't know. This route is so nice. It's just, yes, it's only one route, which I think is. If you had to name one bad thing about this map, it is just the fact that it only has one route. But I think the quality that the scenery's been done to, you can see why. Like, I mean, the scenery looks good. It's all new buildings. Like in Omsi maps, generally for German maps, you will just see the same buildings pasted and pasted over and over again because they were created in the default map, and the map creators are just going, well, whatever, use it. This map, I haven't seen a single, old building. They're all new. I mean, the bus station looks a bit like Vienna bus station in the Vienna map, but everything else, I mean, I've not seen, maybe the yacht models are from Parma, the map, and maybe the railways from Berlin X10 a bit, but the actual buildings themselves, I have not seen in any other Omsi map, freeware, payware, whatever. I haven't seen any. Which is actually really cool. It means that the developer has actually created the textures for these and not just borrowed them off an old Omsi map, which I think is good. That's what I like to see. I mean, that's maybe why it costs a bit more. I mean, I really think it's worth it. I think it's really cool that no other maps have that. Not a lot of them anyway. There's not a lot of maps that I can just sit there and say pretty much everything on this map is completely unique to this map. Very little I can say that. Very little. Like very little maps can I sit there and go, that's definitely new. It looks new. And that's what I like about it. And I think that might be why it runs so well, is because the developer is taking the time to create his own building, create his own textures, and optimise them to his liking. Because the default buildings were used for that map, and they were optimised because of the amount of them. When you start putting in more and more and more, it will start to lag the game out. And I think that might be something to do with the fact that this is so good. And this isn't a small thing, but all the cars, they have Luzern number plates. Like generally, even if you go to certain UK maps, the person who made them will literally just keep standard German number plates on the cars. They won't make their own texture for every single one. This guy has. I can see. I haven't seen a single non-Swiss number plate, non-Luzern number plate even. Because I think in like Germany, Austria, Switzerland, it works so like the first two letters of the number plate, or in the middle of the number plate, is the actual town code. I've been to Salzburg and it's like that. So I mean that's the only example I have in real life. I have been to Salzburg twice and I really like it there. I'd love it if they did a Salzburg map. They have like trolley buses in Salzburg. Oh, that's so nice. If they did a Salzburg map, I would probably play it all day long and I'd buy it for like 50 quid, man.
Hello.
Yeah. A bit behind schedule because of the traffic. It always seems harder to keep the schedule on the way up than on the way down. The schedule seems quite easy to keep, but on the way up, I don't know why, it just feels harder to keep sometimes. This is another example. Look, why are they accelerating so slow? And this is what I don't like, is you just need to overtake them because they will not move. Like, please, just stop getting in the way. It's such a pain. I don't know why they do it. Like, why are they so... Like, normally in most Omsi maps, the AI is halfway down the street and you're still just leaving the station. You know, their acceleration is like as if they're an F1 car and you're like a snail. But in this, it's like the other way around, and I don't know why. I mean, like, in what universe is a bus faster accelerating than a car? It just seems silly, you know, like it's not like a bus with rocket boosters or anything, it's just a regular city bus. It shouldn't be like that, should there?
Verkehrshaus Lido.
So this is like Verkeers's house again. It only left a minute, but because I was late, I will definitely be late up here now. Anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, and then I'll point out again, the stops on this side, there's the same 2 stops that you're not supposed to stop at, so this one you're not supposed to stop at. Just to say as well, it won't happen on this side because you're going to Megan, but on that side, because your destination will say Luzern and they're looking for a bus, like they're coded to get on a bus that says Luzern on the front, even though it'll be a 22 or a 6 or whatever, it'll say it, not a 24, it's the actual destination that they look at. So they might try and get on it, don't stop for them. It's not a stop. There's the second one. So, yeah, there's 2. And then that's it then. You're good. I don't know why why you don't stop there, or why they're included if you don't stop. I don't really know. They're AI stops. So why you don't stop, I don't know. It's probably based off real life Luzern timetables or whatever. Maybe for some reason they don't stop it because it's an expressor. I don't know, but you'd have to ask somebody from the transport company there. I don't know. Yeah, so far the trip is going really well. Just coming in now. This is at Verkeers's house now. Again, it looks like it's in second lane. It's not, so it's a bit of a weird bus stop again. So you can see I'm just on time, just. But then if you look, that's the time. So this says I'm late. That's the difference. They are 2 separate timetables. I don't know where that comes from. I think maybe that follows a Monday to Friday timetable or something. I don't know. It's okay. Like, I'm fine with it. It's realistic, but it's a bit of a pain. Personally, I think this is the better timetable. Like, I think they should move that timetable, the one that it gives you, to that one. It's definitely a more realistic to stick to timetable, and just in general more realistic because it's on the screen, you know. I'm a fan of those screens that they brought out a bus with those sort of screens on the Bremen map as well. The Bremen map had some lovely scenery and everything, but the Bremen map was a bit laggy. Like, it was like in the centre areas, it was so badly optimised because it was just building upon building on really narrow streets, and it just maybe realistic, but you can't have that many buildings in Omsi 2. It just doesn't work. I mean, anybody with a full power PC, go and play the South London project and then go right through Brixton. It doesn't matter, because of the amount of buildings, because it's, you know, high density London, you'll get about 20 FPS tops on a really high performance PC. I mean, this is a more graphics focused PC. I have another one which is a bit more processor focused. And the processor focused one, which is obviously very good on Omsi, it has a pretty good graphics card, you know, a definite, you know, a more than 1 gig one, and it has a pretty good processor, you know, a pretty good level. It can run, you know, some quite good games, like Flight Sim. You know, I'll get about 70 FPS on Flight Sim, and it has a nice big graphics monitor and everything. It is, like, it's perfect for games like Omsi, and even places like Brixton it just can't handle. Because of the insane, like, Omsi's just not made to handle that kind of building level. Nice. I do like the hotel here. This little route here, like it goes right along the coast just by here. After this corner, it looks so good, particularly like going out, because you get to see it a bit better. Finishing loading now. There. So I think this is like a lighthouse or something. I love the hotel design as well. It looks really good. I mean, that stop though, like it does look like it does in real life. Like I've been to hotels where they have bus stops just outside. It looks exactly like that in Spain. I don't know about Switzerland. Never been here, but honestly, like, look at that. I mean, I can tell it is just literally really bad satellite image scenery that's just been inserted in, but I've never seen it in an Omsi map. You know, it's scenery, it's still scenery, it's still stuff that you can see that you wouldn't normally be able to see in an Omsi map. I mean, it's not that bad. It's something, I mean, if you compare it to other maps, it's something that you don't get. It adds to the scenery, it makes it look a bit more beautiful. And I'm on low quality textures as well. Like if I put the, I don't know how good it would be if I put the texture quality up. It might be really good. So I really enjoy Omsi. I don't know why. It's just one of those games which I really clicked with. You know, no matter how much, it is one of those games. You know, like where it can crash occasionally for no reason, and it can be the most frustrating thing in the world. But when it works, like on this map, it's just it beats every game out there. It beats every game. I can't name a game better. When Omsi works on a map that's well optimized, I just cannot name any game that I would rather be playing. You know, I can't name any YouTube video I'd rather be watching. I can't name any film I'd rather be watching, any TV program, any food I'd rather be eating. You know, I just love Omsi. It's such a nice little game, but it just has to work. You have to find a map that works, because most maps will just make you rage. Because you'll load in, it'll go well for like 5 minutes, it'll crash. Load it back in, it'll crash. Load it back in, it'll crash. And then you try and load it in again, and you would have just lost patience by that point, in which case half hour's gone, there you go, your gaming time's out the window. It's a bit frustrating. It's more of a weekend game as well. Like if you're trying to play it after school or something, when you've only got about an hour and a half or whatever before tea or whatever, or you've got, you know, you only want to do it for a certain amount of time and then do some homework, it's just not that sort of game. Because if it goes wrong, I'd say you just lost pretty much your entire gaming time that you were planning on. Which is why I think this game just makes you feel a bit, you know, it can go wrong all of the time, but when you get a map like this that just works, it's so good. There's nothing I'd rather be playing. Back at that Luzern time point now. Obviously I won't be doing the time points, I've just checked. We are actually bound time at the moment. About a minute and a half early according to that, which is it's the sort of margin you want to stick around really. The Luzern basically marks, you know, about the halfway mark of the route if you look at it in terms of stops.
Rosenhalde.
I was going to say it's maybe just after halfway. I don't know, I don't really know exactly, because it's only a 20-minute route, but it does feel reasonably long. But it feels nice, like honestly, it's such a good map this. I mean, if they did more routes, it would probably be more laggy though. That's one thing I'd have to take into account. But as it is, it's just so good. I can't name a map better. Even the default map. So I mean, whatever guy made this, he's smashed it with it. You know, he's done well. If I were you, looking for an Omsi 2 map, go for this one.
Balm.
And this bus, I haven't tried it on other maps, but I reckon it'd be pretty good on other maps. It is just a nice bus as well. I mean, the quality of it is unquestionably good. No one getting on, no one getting off there. Let's go the other way. Hi. Someone's getting off here. A little bit of a lag there, trying to load the new tile, I guess. That's the downside with Omsi though. It's sometimes when it loads those tiles, it can just get stuck and crash the game. It happens. It's very rare, but it can happen. It's a pain when it does happen. Seriously? Ugh. AI being AI. That was a red light for him. Yes, he's police, but he hasn't got his lights on, so it doesn't mean he can go through red lights. And now he's just going to accelerate super slow. Speed limit's 50. He's only just reached the speed limit. It does get annoying, that does. And then here, they've decided to put a parking lot here. I don't know if it's a bit of a joke. It's always an Audi parked here.
Hello.
No, I find generally if you're looking at people driving, sometimes it's the Audis that are parked in a bus stop. I don't know whether the map creator did that as a joke or what, but there always seems to be that white Audi there, and it's so funny. I don't know whether he's done it on purpose or something, because I'm only on parked cars 15%. So I find when it comes to, if you have a graphics-based PC on Omsi, your best tip to get a good FPS, get rid of parked cars, because it's something that your PC does not have to load, and to be honest, you're not missing out on any scenery. If anything, you can see more scenery with that one. I don't know what that grey box is over there. I've never noticed that before. Is that the edge of the map or something? Never noticed that before. I think some of the scenery hasn't loaded properly. So as long as I can get through this tile, it'll be good. A tile with where everything's not quite loaded properly can be a bit disastrous after a while. I have set a slightly low texture memory limit for this map, so because I have got 3 gig on my graphics card, but I've only set the limit on Omsi for 1 gig, so yeah, not everything's loading properly. When stuff doesn't load on Omsi, it can literally cause the whole map to just disappear. So that's the thing with Omsi. You can't play it for too long. I'll see what the limit was it's reached now. No, it's only using 218 meg, so again, 218 meg is actually very good for an Omsi map. Most of them use about 500. So I don't know why it's not loading them. It's well within the limit that I've set. These are starting to load in now. I know, it's obviously just Omsi being Omsi, isn't it? And this is one of my favourite. This is my last main tip for this map in terms of bus stops and everything. Do be careful for this stop up here, because I've missed it a few times. Because it's literally, I mean, seriously, if you are new to the map and not using directions once you've learned the route, because seriously, I learned this route. I did the first ever trip with directions, and then I knew it exactly from the second trip back down. Like, back up, I mean. Like, I didn't even, going up, I didn't need a single bit. I don't need to stop it. Look. That, I will show you, is a stop. It is a stop called Boston Hacker. I didn't need to stop here this time round. There's no yellow box, there's no massive shelter, just this pole. It is so hard to miss, so I'm just saying now, no one wants to go off anyway, so it's fine, but I've missed it a good 2 or 3 times. It is just, I don't know why it's like that, it's really weird, but yeah. See, look, it's moving on to the next, there is a stop there, I don't know, it's a bizarre place to put one. And it's not there on the way back down, by the way. It's only there on the way up, which is another thing that confuses you. I don't know why it's like that. It's a bit strange. I don't mind it. I think this hill could be a bit troublesome as well, because you can't really, like, you want to slow down in the corners, but you can't really. Oh my word, I'm getting 30 FPS, but the bus seems to be lagging. Like, the actual game seems to have gone. I think I might have been playing this map a bit too long. Oh, no one's getting off, and it seems to have completely lagged it. Like, I'm getting that you can see on my FPS counter. I don't know if you can see it on Omsi. I don't know whether OBS picks it up, but it says 32 FPS, and somehow this is I don't know what's up. I think I might have used up a bit too much memory, maybe, or something. I don't know. Something's happening. Maybe it's OBS, maybe it's recording software, but yeah, game's got a bit nuts. Start loading all the stuff now. What's the texture memory then? Texture memory's going down. So I can't understand, like, how on earth is this happening? Do I need to go outside and view stuff? No, it's not. It's just not loading for some reason. Well, I'm at the end of the video anyway, so yeah, we are back at Megan Shardigan. I don't know how to pronounce it. Again, this like loop here is actually quite a big loop. It's bigger than you think. And then it just suddenly comes back in. I don't know what's going on with the lag. Just suddenly started. Generally, the tip in Omsi, if you're struggling with lag, do that on the clock. See? Always works. I don't know why. It refreshes the textures. But there you go. There's the summary of our route. We're all finished now. So, thank you again for watching a Mad Chili video. And bye-bye.